Push the lever button.
Wrong lever!
No, it was the right one. They can hear us now.
Oh, good.
Ah,
Look, you made the joke. I had to follow it up.
yep, you did.
No, it's good. I was worried one of us was going to drop down to shoot.
I was gonna say, I have
Now
to.
let me get out of the Borovian one because I forgot. Like,
You know, that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Right. I was gonna say, wrong lever!
Also, when did Twitch start doing affiliate anniversaries?
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
I think for a while now.
Huh.
Like
I
not like a
know
long while, but you know.
Yeah, it is relatively recent. I'm thankful for it. I forgot when I got to affiliate, and then they let me know. So now I have a note that lets me know.
So happy affiliate anniversary, apparently, Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes, I get a paycheck if I make $100.
Woo!
Hooray.
Hopefully, I make $100 this month. I might have a surgery coming up. Who knows?
Ugh.
Well, Chet, you know what that means.
Support the skeleton man to help his skeleton bones.
Just give me a second. I'm getting everything up and running on all the different devices.
No worries. Take your time.
that's alright. I just jumped in right now.
Yeah. So, how's everyone's holidays?
It was all right.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
I'd already forgotten that there was one.
It's
Yep.
true. For a split second, I was like, "What holiday?"
Yeah, America's birthday or whatever happened a while back.
Like, I actually only had the 4th of July off because my boss didn't want to pay me time and a half.
Dang.
Yeah.
I worked the 4th of July.
Same here, Draco.
I did too because the girl that's trying to that they're trying to get to replace me at the bar I work at was like, "Hey, I have an ear infection. Can you come in?"
That was off. But watch fireworks from the top of a parking garage in Italy. From the other base.
I was happy. There were more fireworks than guns this year.
Nice.
Always an improvement. I agree.
Well, I also lived like up the road from a Elks Lodge, so I regularly hear guns pretty often.
Yeah.
But it's also the like
property value.
But again, on the 4th of July, it's always the you play the game if you live in a place where people fire off guns during that. You play the game of not is that a firework or is that a gun? You know it's a gun because there's no like echo. You play the I hope they weren't stupid enough to shoot in the air. For those who don't know, it is a very important rule that you should know. What goes up will always come down. Never shoot into the air unless you are shooting at something in the air.
It'll always come down, and you don't know where it's going to come down because physics.
Well, no, it'll come down in Parabellum, but you just can't figure out how far that Parabellum's going to be.
One of the most important physics lessons.
Ah, yes. Semi-war. Parabellum.
That being said, who wants to start going around the horn?
Yeah.
Oh, Caitlin, go. Yeah.
Sure. Hi, I'm Caitlin37. You will find me on Twitch and Twitter, Caitlin37, where I do art. Commissions are open, so if you want any commissions done, just find me there. Down the proper list, Deluna, go.
Hello, my name is Deluna13. You'll find me on Twitter, Deluna1338. You'll find me on Twitch and YouTube at Deluna13. Tomorrow, you'll find me on Draco's channel for our Barovian Nightmares D&D campaign. I'll let him explain more with that, as well as Shaco when it comes to both of them, and Hoshi. But yeah, there we are. Nice. Keep going down the line, Draco.
Hey everyone, you can find me on YouTube and Twitter and Blue Sky and Twitch as Draco Magnius at DMagnius and Draco_Magnius. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays. Mondays, Dragon Quest Treasures. Pretty sure we're ending that pretty soon. Getting near that finale. Tuesdays, when we're not here, me and DeLuna do Kingdom Hearts 3, where we're also nearing a finale. And like DeLuna said, on Wednesdays, you can catch myself, him, Chaco, Hoshi, yelling at me, Rotten Rod, and Onyx Locket for Barovian Odyssey. Our heroes are helping some nice people bury their father and then escorting them to Vallaki, and hopefully nothing bad happens in Barovia. In a country surrounded by undead and vampires and werewolves, I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Surely.
I was
Thursday.
about to say, Fortunate Son starts playing in the background, and someone in the Domains of Dread currently as well.
Yeah. Thursdays is our party games day. Sometimes we do Baldur's Gate, then Jackbox, or whatever. And last certain not least, on Fridays, we're doing Phantom Hourglass. I'm going to... Actually, I just realized I have 3 different games nearing finale, because also Phantom Hourglass is nearing its finale. Huh. Weird. But that'll do it for me. Milla.
Oh, let's just keep going down the list. Hoshi,
Fair
you
enough.
first. Go.
Hello, I'm Roy Hoshi. You can find me here on Twitter, Blue Sky, YouTube. Why am I brain fart? And on Twitch as Roy Hoshi. You can also find me here on Vaughn's channel every other week, and also Wednesdays and Thursdays on Draco's channel. Wednesday, I still having fun. Slowly inserting Uncle Iroh into the
I hate
campaign.
the fact you did that now twice.
No. That's his whole personality, actually.
It's a very good song.
That's it for me. Jacko.
Hello, I'm Choco Zombie 101, aka Choco. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Blue Sky, and Ko-Fi, Choco Zombie 101. I have to move at the end of the month, and I currently am in possession of Elden Ring. So at some point, there's going to be a donation stream where I will play Elden Ring, and most likely die a lot because I am bad at Souls games. Also, Tuesdays, I'll be here every other Tuesday. You can also find me over on twitch.tv/Twitch Personal, along with Doluna for Power Ranger Cyberstrike every Tuesday, schedules pending. And I play our resident Red Ranger, Doluna is the Blue Ranger. Wednesdays, I'm over on Draco's stream for Curse of Strahd. We survived the Death House, aka Durst Manor, so we're going to keep rolling on into Barovia proper.
What?
I was thinking it too.
And Thursdays, you can find me on Drago's stream for party games when we do them. Fridays, you can find me on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco for Multiverse Nexus Wrestling MNW. On Friday Night Flashbang, where I am the Chocolate Zombie 101. I am also currently involved in a crossover storyline, and I am also on Warzone, twitch.tv/Dr_Caliban, where I am currently on a quest to face all of Warzone's former world champions. So tune into both shows for all of that. Whoever else hasn't gone, go.
Now it's my turn. Hello, I am Mill Ninja. Find me on the places on the Mark site. Mill Ninja Nerd on Twitch and also Blue Sky. Mill Ninja. Things are kind of busy on my end, so we'll see what other things I do aside from also being on twitch.tv/LeJake, where we play through a Dosey and Anthologies, Legacy of the Deal Breakers, Volume 2. Aside from that, not much else on our end. Vaughn, round us up before we start the session.
Alrighty, hi, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Blue Sky at BurnoutVaughn, and over on Patreon at Burnout's Bar, where very soon, with Citrix's help, I will be getting out some subclasses. He is also very busy, but once he has the time to format them, then I can start releasing them in a monthly period. And we got a fair amount. We got a lot of warlocks, fighters. I'm trying to think of all the different ones we have: warlock, fighter, bard, monk, But yeah, we'll have a lot of options there for everybody, including a good chunk of the subclasses that you've seen here on this stream. So yeah, look forward to that. But only thing we have left this week, since Saved by the Spell will be taking a brief, I want to say like 2-week rest, because unfortunately, our DM was forced to work between 70 and 80 hours for like a month. So
Ooh.
he needs some rest. That being said, though, this is one of the weeks for those who wander, and I'm not sure. There's been talks of possibly there being a guest character coming by, so you might want to tune in and see who that is.
Ooh.
Yeah, but that out of the way, Milla, why don't you take us forward?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just go ahead. What music should I use tonight? Nah, too cheery.
Some of us are still bleeding.
Yes. There we go. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's session of Feys of Our Lives, a 5e playthrough of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. When last we left our guests, the Witchlight Brigade, consisting of Predicates, Sola, Sidara, Dub, Rudy, and as well as... Oh, god damn it, why am I blanking so hard on my names tonight? Sorry, Chaco. Please forgive me.
Vesca.
Sometimes it's just hard to burn that into my brain. The party had finally made their way to the cottage of one Bavlorda Blightstraw, a hag who has seemingly found herself at home in the very foggy waters of Downfall. The party, seeking to regain Sidara's last sense of fashion, entered upon her cottage in order to seek her out and bargain. They stumbled upon her bathing pools on the first floor of the cottage, where upon further examination of several mannequins, it revealed that one of the hats sought to clobber Vesca, but the party managed to put that hat permanently back on it to keep it from moving. You know what I mean. They killed it. You know what?
I shot
To
bees
better
at
put
it.
down that bad sense of fashion. Upon further examination of the mirror and the well that was inside, Sidara made the unfortunate action of provoking a gelatinous ooze that had plugged the hole of the well, enveloping her deep inside it. Playing the most elaborate kiting game ever imagined, the party managed to kite the cylinder around the pool, successfully protecting Sidara, although it wasn't without its drama, as tensions rose to a fever pitch between how they should deal with the creature. And after seeing upon several miniaturized versions of what they assumed might have been Bavlorda, the party managed to chase a couple of them off before making their way upstairs, and by happenstance, stumbled upon a meeting with Bavlorda Blightstraw and a dark-skinned individual who were having a rather pleasant, air quotes, conversation. With their mouth agape, Bavlorda noticed the party and beckoned them into the room, and sought to figure out why they were so desperate to seek her audience. Upon asking to partake in bargain with her, she had tasked them with 3 tasks, 2 of which the party were fortunate enough to complete ahead of time. With Bavlorda now seeking to send them back to Downfall to retrieve a crate bearing a package for her. How fast will the party do this task? How long will they keep up the guys in order to get as much information out of Bavlorda as possible? Will Sidara finally get back her last sense of fashion? As sand falls through the other glass, let us answer these questions as we continue tonight's episode of Feys of Our Lives. So we cut back to the party as one by one you leave Bavlona's room and you shut the door behind. What do you tend to do?
Well, no time like the present.
Yes.
And we'll walk downstairs and set out to Downfall.
I just
Alright.
gotta ask everybody else. This is weird, right? Were we trying to get something from this lady and now we're doing stuff for her?
No, we were going to try to kill her, but now we do not lack. Now we lack all of the resources for that. He will glare at everyone.
So see, I was actually trying to say that nicely, but yeah, you're right.
Sola's tail is just kind of whipping, like an angry cat.
Well, we are also here to get information out of her about the other quarry. So we're going to do a task so that she trusts us enough to give us that information. And then, I assume by that time we get back here, we'll be fully rested, we'll have all our resources back, and we can do as we see fit.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Let us go.
Alright.
I assume we weren't talking about killing her in her house, but I don't know for sure.
No, Rhodey only mentioned this after they got outside.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, look, in character and above game, he's smarter than that.
Right, so what's the fastest way to Downfall and south?
Oh yeah, do we meet up with the little scarecrow?
Yep. Clapperclaw, as you make your way down the steps towards the pier where your boat is parked, Clapperclaw looks up and regards you as you make your way back down. Oh, you're back. How'd it go?
She's still alive.
Well, unfortunately, she didn't want to give us any information until we did some tasks for her. Lucky for us, we've done 90% of them. We just have one more thing to do, then we're going to try to get that information, and then do what we must.
Oh, well, that actually sounds rather fortunate. The sooner you can get that done, right?
Yes, and it's
Exactly.
It's in the place where we can get your head, so you're coming with us. Also, he just turns to Domp and goes 63%. No, 66.
He, counts on his fingers for a second. I'm not that good with math, I don't know why I'm doing this.
67 if you round up.
Huh. Okay.
Listen, man,
I'll
my second
take
second highest stat on this character's int. I just had to be petty.
No.
So I would
Mine
assume
is con.
Yeah, I would assume we just retrace our steps back to Downfall because that's literally where we came to get here.
Yep. You managed to make your way out to the boat. And as you make your way through the fog back the way you came. Oh, game, why did you freak out on me?
Uh-oh.
Hold on a second. Why is the map gone?
Oh
Why
no.
did you trade me, Opera?
Opera stole the map.
Let me refresh and try again.
But why is the map gone?
Why is the map always gone?
This is the second time Opera's been the enemy for me today because I've also been rewatching through the whole Cake Island arc of One Piece.
Ah.
And for some reason I decided to turn 7 pages of actual story into a 5-episode filler arc. Where Yeah, no, they basically are like, hey, we'll flesh out Big Mom's pirates, but we'll also make them look weak as shit because Luffy is starving, wounded, and sleep deprived, and still managing to kick the shit out of most of them.
Oh yeah.
They just have a really off day, is what it is.
Ooh.
I think I'm about to start that arc. Oh, and bless you.
Okay.
So I think where I left off in One Piece, they were literally just about to head to Big Mom.
Ah, so Zoe. Zoe's a good time in the anime. Much better pace than the manga.
Yeah.
And you also get to laugh at Jack. Is always correct to laugh at the most pointless, supposed to be powerful character who is just a giant dumbass.
I mean, isn't that like 75% of One Piece characters?
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah, but usually useless characters are funny. Jack is just the worst. And his only thing is, I turn into an elephant. He doesn't even use the combo formation. No, I am just either a giant guy with swords or an elephant. And I do nothing interesting with it.
Hello. I am an asshole that can turn into a woolly mammoth. Look at me. Gets wrecked.
Also, I just realized, regularly gets wrecked by the elderly. He operatively fights only people that are like 45 and older, mostly much older than 45, and they wreck his shit every time.
The elephant at the top of the list being over 1,000.
Oh, true. That said, are we moving our own tokens now, Milla, or...
Oh, yeah, if you guys want. As you kind of make your way around, you see there's a pier.
Alright.
Alright, I'll go ahead and keep revealing as you're making your way forward.
The map blurry for anyone else.
No.
Looks fine to
Fine
me.
for me.
Try refreshing, because I think that was a hiccup on.
Technical
as well.
difficulties.
I'm like, yeah, my map's 144p.
Weird.
Weird. As you disembark for the boat and begin to make your way up this path, your heart suddenly feels cold, filling you with a sense of loneliness that borders on despair. A haunting, melancholy tune played on a flute reaches out to you from somewhere within a field of oversized toadstools.
I assume Predicats is immune to this because he doesn't have a heart.
I would say your emotions, if anything, are muted, given the circumstances.
Technically speaking, Dolph would be the same, but he plays it up.
Given that I am a bard, might I perhaps recognize this musical tune?
I guess a history check?
Okay. Come here, my character.
You know what?
We would.
Based it on charisma, given your penchant as a bard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Your charisma modifier.
okay, Constitution is There you are. Charisma. Hibushki. 10.
10. It doesn't sound like any tune you've heard before.
So where's it coming from?
There's a patch of mushrooms that is just off the path over this way. It sounds like it's coming from that direction. Or more from this direction.
You know what? To combat the sad tune, Sola will take out her violin and she'll play a happy one instead.
Okay.
So now we just need someone to come out and
As
do like a
you-
horny song, and then we have the full Reese's Puffs meme.
Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs, Reese's...
Ah! my
Well,
god,
I-
you're right.
Do you have a lute? We could add that in.
Mysterious person is the edgy version. Sola is the happy, upbeat version. Discovery Channel. Then you just have Dom coming in the frame. Reese's Puffs! Reese's Puffs! Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up, beat him up! Alright. So, do you continue on your path, or does anybody want to approach?
Does anything change if when I do my tune?
You hear the pipe stop.
Chaos. Gonna go look at what was making the noise.
Alright. Actually, as you make your way a little closer over to here, I guess I can go ahead and reveal. As you're kind of walking past, a slender elf with pale blue skin and black hair sits curled in the shadow of a gray 6-foot-tall toadstool, holding a double flute in his hands.
Ah, you're the one making the music.
Oh. Hello. So were you the ones that were playing the music just now?
She holds up her violin. Yep.
Oh. Okay. He just kind of looks down.
Is everything okay?
Well, given my circumstances, not really.
Oh, what's going on?
Well, let's just say that I made a deal with a hag. Well, specifically, I made a deal with Bavlorna.
Oh, you too, huh? We just saw her.
Oh. How is she doing?
Surprisingly alive.
For now.
Yeah, that.
Give
Try
give it a
in
day.
her
that-
lane.
Let's say, give it a day. That'll change.
Well, what happened was I came to Bavlorna looking for magic that would make me forget my lost loves. Well, we came up with a deal, but when it was time for me to pay up, I wanted to go back, but she enforced the price of it rather harshly. She took my still beating heart, gave me something else, so
Mood.
now I can't feel anything.
Oh, you too?
Oh, so you're like Pretty Cat.
If I only had a heart.
Heartless.
Though nothing was put in my chest to replace it. It's just in a cage in an Archfey's castle.
I'm not sure which one is better. Although I'm sure you would, considering he gestures at Predicats. Would you rather something weird be in there or just empty like it is?
It depends if it was sharp.
He'll look back to the Alpha Man. What's in your chest?
Oh,
Is
I'm
that rude to
sorry.
say?
I disassociated for a second. So, were you asking the
Uh,
alphabet?
yeah.
Well, a different heart, I think.
Oh.
Well, honestly, I'm not sure about this heart. I just know that she probably has my heart as a trophy.
If we see it, we will let you know. If we don't, that is your problem.
Well, if by some matter, if you're able to get my heart back for me, I suppose I could repay the favor, but... Perhaps I could give you these. And, he holds up the pipes that are in his hand. Maybe that'll be enough to...
Ah, I see.
reward you for your efforts.
Waggles eyebrows.
All right. Well,
Well, we do plan on taking care of her, in a manner of speaking. So we will keep a lookout for it.
I appreciate it.
You know, I don't think we got your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. The name's Octavian Milliamni.
Gonna have to have you, for no purposes, put that in the thing.
Coming right up.
Yeah, that last name I'm not too sure on. I
meanwhile,
can guess for Octavian.
meanwhile, Praedykas does not care and is not going to remember.
Close to the party notes.
Thank.
All right. Well, we will let you know after we kill the hag. For right now, we have business, and Praedykas is just going to turn and walk away.
You know, we can ask him if he knows where the thing is.
Well, no doubt she probably has it somewhere in her cottage, but...
Oh no, I mean what we're looking for.
As you make your way on down, you see there is a house that, or a small hut that is off to your left. This hut has a steep thatch roof.
Kind of look at it as we pass by. Idle curiosity look.
Do you wish to look inside?
It's idle curiosity look. Like one of those like I have no reason to really break in anything, but if there's anything interesting to see, immediately.
So you have to knock on the door, right?
Oh. Well, that you would probably have no reason to, unfortunately.
Also, Milla, do you want to just give us control of, is it Clatterclaw? Because you're already having to pull duty, like, revealing all of the maps, so he's just gonna constantly be behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm zoomed up far enough that I can just keep revealing it. Alright, so I'll just reveal more of the area over here. You come across another pier and a bridge, or actually, you come across a bridge as it makes its way over the top of the water, and you see another hut over to your right.
A lot of people really close to a hag.
I mean, I imagine it's more the Bullywugs. Can't imagine who else would live by her place.
I guess so.
Let's go, what'd you say? Now, I have read stories about the Feywild. The trolls like to live under bridges. I'm not entirely sure if that's accurate, but we should keep our eyes out just in case.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. We already had rocks for bridges.
I still want to kill that rock.
And those... No.
I mean, the rock
No.
didn't do anything bad to us. He's just upset that we stepped on him.
It threw me onto
Can't
another
blame
rock.
him. Okay,
Well,
there was that part.
Well, maybe if you weren't rude to it.
It was the literal path forward, and it should know that by now.
I mean, also consider from his perspective, how would you like it if someone stepped on your face while you were in the middle of the water?
Then I would have killed him. He did not kill me, so he's a fool.
Not for lack of trying.
Thankfully, we managed to convince him not to try to kill you.
Well, I'd say, yeah, Milla, could you give some idea of what's forward and what's back, like that down this way? Because trying to figure out the way that will get us to an area where we can get on a boat to Downfall.
You currently are in Downfall.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought Downfall was,
This whole entire place that the Monoliths have been living in is called Downfall.
Oh.
Ah.
I thought
So,
Downfall was a giant
should
stump.
we be knocking on doors? Hmm.
You know, it occurs to me, where are we going?
Well, we have to go
You know,
south.
Actually, that's a valid question.
I thought we were going back.
Dundar slowly raised up her hand. I did ask if we should ask to do with the flute where we should be going.
Well, I don't know if he would know, but we do need to be going south in Downfall to get this package.
How south is south?
Just a second.
I mean, we
I
are
think,
south.
let me check something because I think I can directly answer that thanks to something. Let me see here. Does this give me natural directions?
Let's see. Fall at least, Buffalo with skunk. That's an interesting question. Predicts the weather. Well, it predicts the weather. It doesn't say anything about giving you cardinal directions, unfortunately. And it predicts.
Well, I would actually know this. So, he predicts the weather, specifically the cloud patterns, and he is looking up at the regular clouds. He wants to see how much they move, and so he will guess the direction that way.
Yeah, the clouds are slowly drifting. As you're looking up, I'll assume you're facing this direction as you do. You go look up, you see the clouds kind of lazily drift towards you in the sky.
From the looks of it, I believe the southbound way would be this way.
Alright. Do we want to maybe knock on one of these huts really quick? Ask if they have more clear idea where we need to be going in this region.
I thought we were going to the giant stump.
I don't... That's just where the brigands were held up, right?
I thought that was Downfall.
I think this whole area that we're currently in is Downfall.
Jog, 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 jog.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here just realizing I'm now
Knock,
playing
knock,
a
knock,
murderous
knock.
version of Zoro from One Piece again.
Alright, so as you run back to that first hut, you knock on the door. You don't hear a response. You open the door?
Hello, I'm respecting your privacy by knocking on this door, but asserting my authority as an adventurer by coming in anyway.
Why has that come up in 2 different games I've been
As
in?
you go to open the door. A small wooden chest rests in the middle of the floor, and scattered around it are 6 frayed silk cushions. The air in here carries the stench of decayed fish. A lit brazier hangs from a rafter, providing the dwelling's only light.
I feel safe.
I don't.
Hello?
Nobody else is present inside this hut.
Said nobody, not nothing.
Treasure?
Sidara is going to turn around and hit worse. Hold
I'm just gonna knock on the door of this hut right by him. See if someone
Okay.
answers.
As you go to knock on the door, you hear a little bit of shuffling going on, and as you do, you eventually hear a croaking voice. After a second, you hear back in Sylvan, slide the note under the door.
Were we
Do
given
I
a note?
have anything to slide under? Um, in Sylvan, he'll say, excuse me, you, might be confusing me for someone else, but, I wanted to ask for directions, if you wouldn't mind terribly.
Yeah, what do you want for directions?
So, we're out to get a package for Bavlona of, animal carcasses for taxidermy. Do you know where exactly that might be? All we got was south of Downfall.
Yeah. Just you hear a little bit of rustling happening inside the cottage. For Bavlorna. Was she asking for it?
She was indeed asking for a package, yes.
Oh. Okay, just a minute. After a second, you hear the door open. Standing just inside the door is a jittery bullywug with a spear, and behind this guard is a wooden crate with hunting gear piled upon it. Held in the back of the hut are 4 more bullywugs. Tensions hang heavy in the air as one of the huddled bullywugs signals you to enter and join the conversation.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reveal this.
So, Syndra, I think we may have found what we're looking for.
Treasure?
Okay, as you look inside the chest, you find a set of cookware, there's some spices, a bunch of old fish bones, and a mummified toad.
Huh.
How big of a toad?
It's a decent-sized toad, probably enough to fit in 2 hands.
I take the toad.
Alright, you have a mummified toad.
I'm just picturing a toad wrapped up like an Egyptian mummy.
Why is there a toad in here?
I don't know, but I want to throw it at somebody. If she starts walking away.
Soulless shrugs. She'll start following.
Alright. So, the bullywug that kind of awkwardly shakes his, or that hat his spear, eventually relents and just kind of offers to bring you in. Yes, hello. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Boltus, Count of Bogbottom.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Was that one of the people in the Resistance?
Are you asking above board?
Yes. Notice I was not
believe
Russian.
It was. There was Illig the Baron of Bookstop.
Let's see. History check, I guess. If you want to ascertain that in game predicates.
Okie dokie. 16.
You don't recall hearing that name as far as if they were involved in the Resistance, but as you're kind of making your way around, I thought you think you may have heard that name at least once. Probably when you were in the castle, air quotes, getting fitted with your garments.
Well, I have another question. He just looks at the box in the center of the room. Does it smell like animal carcasses in there?
Investigation check for me.
19.
Yeah, as you're going to look over it, you speak Sylvan, right?
Yeah.
Well, as you kind of look at it, the first thing that you notice is that as you go to smell it, yeah, it does smell like there's a wee bit of touch of death in there. And you see on the side of the crate is etched the word in Sylvan Bavlorna.
This is what we're looking for. And he'll just reach down and try to shoulder it.
Well, that certainly worked out.
I mean,
Don't try to stop him. It's gonna be a lot easier if you don't.
roll a persuasion check.
Can I assist,
You can assist.
with that?
Yeah, if you want.
Really, he won't listen. And besides, we have Bavlorna waiting. I'm sure you realize not to keep her waiting too long.
Alright.
Alright, so with the assistance, I get a 13.
Boltus, as he just kind of looks over it, he has a look of concern on his face, but after some time, he eventually relents and says, "Well, very well. If Bavlorna insists upon her delivery, I suppose we cannot hold it for her. Truth be told, we were hoping to wait out a little longer on it, but if she needs it, we must relinquish it to her. They are hers, after all."
Don't worry, you won't be having to worry about her for very long.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get these back as soon as possible.
Well, we'll have to see. Of course.
Well, not as soon as possible.
He looks at.
We'll need a day.
It's at least a day to get back. It's been a very long journey, I'm sure you understand. I mean, not from Bavlorna's place specifically. We've been traveling for a while, and then we did this. Whew, well, it's been a pleasure. We have our crate, and, Dom's gonna dig in his pocket and give him a gold coin for your troubles.
Oh. Thank you so very much. And Boltus will just give you a very cordial bow.
And he will politely bow, taking his hat off.
As Dorman will yawn as you doff the hat momentarily.
All right. Where do we want to set up for the night once we get this sorted?
We might as well go back to the giant stump. It'll help the scarecrow, and we'll be far enough outside of her realm that she cannot attack us.
That sounds like a good plan.
Wait. The giant stump? You mean to make go all the way back to the Brigand's Tollway? Aren't they a problem out there yet?
We killed their leader, and most of them.
Yeah, we came through, they attacked us, we defended ourselves. One thing led to another. It's empty.
Oh. Oh. Well. Thanks, I guess, for, Clapperclaw just kind of thinks about it for a second. Avenging the theft of my head, I guess?
We didn't know we were doing it at the time, but yes. Happy to help, friend. Plus, with you here, now we know exactly what we're looking for, and you'll be able to find it much easier.
Yeah, it's one step closer to the finding that stag head. It was a very nice stag head. I really liked how it looked. The rack on that was impressive.
I'm sure it was.
So getting a look at what we can see and possibly like infer would be easy enough to say that we probably, if we just continue going to the left side of the map, we will get to a waterway that will lead back to where we're going.
Let's see. As you make your way a little bit closer, hold on. You'll see the path kind of continues down over here. I guess you could roll a survival check and try and see if you can compare that.
I wish I was my cleric. Okay.
Can anyone roll the survival check?
Sure.
Come on, roll 20. Oh, well, that's an at one. Never mind.
Roll 20.
17.
I'll take that 18.
5.
Let's see. Yeah, between Rudy and Veska, you ascertain that eventually you should be able to reach the water if you continue around this direction.
It won't be quick, but we'll be able to get over there.
That's fine as long as we can find a boat.
Alright, as you continue on down the path, a 10-foot-high raised wooden platform stands atop a mound of mossy earth and mud. Two bullywugs laze at their guard posts atop the platform, occasionally peering through a spyglass mounted on a swivel. A frayed clothesline attached to one corner of the watchtower is festooned with patchwork garments. The line stretches out toward the nearby lake before disappearing in the fog.
Okay. Just boop.
It's a bit late now, but should we have gone back to the boat we used to here and then just paddled it out? Well, hopefully there's another boat nearby.
We can find a
mean,
boat.
Honestly, I'm just kind of following it. I mean, there's been plenty of boats around, and I'm sure there still are, considering how swampy it is. We could probably find one.
Yeah, bro, the lucky turbo's probably waiting for us anyway.
Yeah, sure enough, as you make your way down towards here, you look down and you manage to see, a skiff with 4 bullywugs rowing in it.
He'll just yell down, "We have business for Bavlorna. We need that boat."
Please.
We would appreciate it greatly if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, hey, it's the visitors. Oh, hey, hello there.
Oh.
Hello again.
Oh, you need a boat, do you?
Yeah, that we kind of need one to get across.
Well,
In all honesty,
maybe there's a boat over at the docks.
This might be a bit of a walk, but we might want to just go back to the way we came to grab that one.
just
Probably
a,
be faster than
Ju-
wandering.
just a huff, still shouldering this crate.
Actually, I wonder, do you guys have an inn or something around here?
Well, One of them
It-
kind of thinks about it for a little bit. Well, the only inn we know about is the inn at the end of the road, but that typically wanders around hither.
Is there any place here that we can stay to rest?
Well, you could probably stay at the palace.
Hmm. Do we want to stay at the palace, considering, well, you know.
It would take us less than an hour to get back to the stump. We can kill two birds with one stone, and we are outside of enemy territory.
Fair
And
point.
you do have the good rapport with the king.
Of course. No?
And I looks at Solus. Well, there's always the empty house back there.
Are you all not understanding that there is a good chance that every time we talk about what we have to do, Bavlorna could possibly hear us through magic? I want to get out of range of her hut.
No, that's completely understandable.
Look, at this point, I just want to sleep. It is getting late, so that's the best thing for us to do.
Brody, I understand you're tired, but Predicats does bring up a very good point. We don't want eyes watching us while we discuss things that we might be doing. Where she could have prying eyes. And
Just don't
ears.
talk about it. You're making a problem that's really easy to fix. Not talk about it, or talk about it in a language you know she doesn't speak.
Do you know what languages she doesn't speak?
No, which is why I'm not going to talk about it. The
He'll-
simplest solution to the problem you want to go or try to make.
Let me put it this way. Think about all the magic you know. Quantify that. This hag knows infinitely more, is better at it than you, and can find ways of knowing things that you don't even speak.
Again,
For instance,
I
a
understand
hag made
this.
me. Could you make me?
No. At this point, though, that's actually probably a good thing, because don't want three assholes rocking around here now.
Alright. Brody, listen, I understand what you're getting at. If we don't speak about it, it's not a problem. But we might need to plan. So it would be better to be in a position of safety and security than holding up here and leaving it to chance, I think is the point Predicats is trying to make, and I agree.
That's why I'm trying to get to the castle. I mean, what can she do there?
Anything, it's not really a castle, it is just a very big hut that a bunch of frog people made. That also worship her.
Yes. As friendly as they are, I'm assuming we're doing all of this in common, and the Bullywugs can't speak common, or I'm making that assumption anyway.
Rhodey can't speak Sylvan, so like that's the reason I haven't been talking that much. Rhodey doesn't understand half the shit you're saying right now.
Also, the only
It's friendly.
ones that could hear us would be either the ones that are super high up and would have a hard time, or the ones that are super far away that we're having to shout at.
True. Still, erring on the side of caution. As friendly as they are, I
That's
don't...
would look at predicates. Remind me, how far away again is the brigand's old bunk?
Looks to Milla.
Breaking up the map.
Because I know it didn't take us long to get from the tollway to here.
About 3 hours, I think.
That's not bad. Plus, we need to go back that way anyway to help Clapperclaw. So 2 birds, 1 stone.
So
Alright.
shrugs. Alright, well, we still need a boat.
We know where one is. It's just going to be a bit of a walk to get back to it.
Which at this point, above Gay Millet, can we just not have to move our tokens? We're just trying to get to a different map.
Yeah. Yeah. For the sake of brevity,
But
you actually do manage to make your way.
I'm gonna say above game. I hope you
Wow.
guys understand like where I'm making Rhodey come from on this one, because it's like
I get it.
he's just like, look, it's late. We have a long way to go, and I don't think unless we actively talk about what we're trying to do, they don't care. Like, because remember, he's like, I'm actually trying to play more like a rogue, like where he's like, a plan is good. Just doing something and not letting them understand what you're doing is a better thing.
And Paradicats is like, something exactly like this creature brought him back to life at the order of an Archfey. He's not going to fuck around if he's going to kill it.
Yeah, like I understand both points, honestly.
And also, I just want to get the side quest done.
Yeah. While we're in the neighborhood, after all.
Alright. So just so I'm clear, you guys are wanting to take yourself, your crate, and make your way over to Brigand's Tollway to rest.
Yes.
Yep.
And then
Yes.
come back, and then deliver the crate to Bavlorna.
Yeah, that way we're fully rested and we can help Clapperclaw find his head in here.
And also, probably at some point, Paradicats will be like, when we take our first initial rest, can you do that tea thing?
Oh, yes, of course. He starts bringing out his tea set and properly setting up for everybody.
Yes, because I need to get rid of some levels of exhaustion. Or at least, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do have
Absolutely.
all exhaustion.
Dove will absolutely get his tea set out and give everybody a nice cup of tea to remove 1 level of exhaustion from you at this rest.
Alright, yay. I've got...
Yay.
Alright, I guess we're also just gonna... Do we want to set up a watch because we know we're pretty much safe here?
You know, that's like, if you guys want to in character, like just to make it feel better, I think we could do a watch.
It might not be a
Yeah.
bad idea.
I mean, I only need 4 hours, so this can cover basically the entire second half.
Also, does Clapperclaw find their head?
As you make your way back to the hut, you see that, yeah, the brigands have, they've packed up and peeled out. Oddly enough, they kind of left the trinkets there. And as Clapperclaw just looks around, no, it's not here.
Any idea where it could have gotten?
Predicates and Domp, I want you two to roll intelligence checks for me.
Okay, did it do?
Okay, drunk.
21.
Let's see, just flat int. 14.
Predicates, as Domp, you're not exactly sure if you remember hearing this, but predicates, you remember hearing, let's see. I'm trying to frame this how you would know. When you had originally made your way to the Brigand's Tollway, hideout, you remembered one of the brigands. Oh, the brigands that had talked to you about Bavlorna. specifically about what was going on in Downfall, they had also mentioned that Agdon Longscarf would always offer the most prized possession from all the raids he had. Those would get sent to Bavlorna.
Oh, those go. If it's not here, then it's just back in Bavlorna's hut. We'll have to get it after we kill her. It's fine.
All right. We'll just have to look around the hut to see what we can find. Shouldn't be too difficult.
And then Bradycot's, after hearing all of that, having had his tea, he is just going to go plop down in the only chair on this entire giant stump.
Do. At
At which point he becomes Eustace Bags.
The glasses just come out from his hair somewhere and slots
No.
down.
Well, he's also, remember, he's wearing a hat now, so he's just like, nope, not getting out of this chair.
Meanwhile, I was just getting flashbacks for the first God of War game at the end. That zoom out of Kratos on Ares' throne.
And lo, Predacons has finally become the God of War.
Well, no, above game is for the stupidest of reasons. He's literally been protecting a grove for the better part of like 20 years. There's no chairs there. He had to stand the entire time. If he sees a chair, he's going to take it.
Like, you tried it from the. You said it's the stupidest reason. No, that's the most logical reason. You could be like, no, I'm going to sit down and you can't stop me.
Good luck. You can certainly try.
Alright. So, as you guys go through your long rests, anybody that still has your levels of exhaustion need to make me another wisdom saving throw.
Right?
Let's see. I think mine are gone.
Yeah,
One.
Sola and Syndra have officially stopped with that. All that's left is me, Vezka, and Predicats.
Well, I don't have any levels of exhaustion. I got those
Oh wait,
back,
that's
but
just flat wisdom.
I have 4 nightmares left to roll against, not any more levels of exhaustion.
Yeah, the
No,
nightmares.
Yeah,
is
that's
what
what
I
you
meant.
have to roll for in order to prevent the exhaustion.
Okay.
Noah, can I guidance myself?
Let's see. D4. What ability check?
He does not want to load this roll.
Let's see.
Try it again, so there's going to be 2
I'll
rolls
allow
now.
you to take that back. Normally, guidance does not work on saving throws, but I will say with that 12, you do pass it.
Mm-hmm. I
Well-
mean, I could also, in return, before we go.
Well, also, guys, doesn't work on saving throws.
That's true.
So I can do. Hold on. So I can use a level 2 slot and target. I can target. I believe I can target 3 people. Plus 1 more, so I can target 4 people with this. So
You'd have to
before
do
we
this-
get the rest.
No, you'd have to do that
It
as
normally lasts for a minute.
Yeah, you would literally have to do this while everyone else is asleep, because you can't concentrate in
Yeah.
your sleep. Or trance.
Yeah. Yeah. While it's a novel idea, mechanically, it probably wouldn't pan out as well. So, just because, like they said, it lasts for a minute, and typically it's for the end of the long rest. So,
Okay.
unless you wanted to cast at the end of your long rest, then you wouldn't gain the benefits of your long rest. So,
Then we'll take that back, and I'll just run with the guidance.
and again, doesn't apply for saving throws. It's for ability checks.
Okay. So.
But hey, you did hit what you were supposed to, right? Because
Yeah.
it's 12.
Yep.
Okay. That's why I was curious. I didn't know if 12 was gonna make it or not.
So that
And
marks...
I accidentally rolled wisdom first, but I rolled the wisdom save after and got a 19.
Yeah,
So
I'll allow
so
access to saving
ignore
throws.
everything I just said. If
Yeah,
12,
it's
if 12
fine.
is pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually would have.
Critic gets. I'll allow yours to write because actually wait.
I have
Well, since
I have a 0, so if I
Yeah,
actually rolled the
sure.
save, I would have rolled better.
yeah,
So just
Hmm.
look, can we just have that because point blank, it is literal my dump stat.
yeah, sure.
You've already won with less of a score, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I'll let that ride. So the three of you make your passes for your. You get your benefits from your long rest, which means that you also remove any levels of exhaustion you might have, on top of what was taken off from the tea ceremony.
I would also say since we're about to do a whole bunch of stuff, do we want to just take our break now?
Yeah, sure.
That'd be
Sounds
a
good.
smart idea.
Good idea.
Hey, no more exhaustion.
We'll say for the sake of brevity, by the way, Rody had the last watch.
And I'm going to step away real quick.
I did not think that my subclass would be this amazingly useful in this campaign, but apparently exhaustion was a thing we seriously had to worry about.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to worry about it in the get go anyway, since I'm a barbarian.
True.
Just start waiting until I start doing my dumb shit. She can just become a teacher. Dom, I want tea.
I had to put a party hat because I was like, wait a minute, I wasn't on the actual Twitch stream yet.
Ah,
And I am once more returned.
welcome back.
Welcome back.
I am going to refill my water bottle.
I'm gonna go grab me a Red Bull and make me some quesadillas.
Back chat.
Welcome back.
Character portrait, what?
Look at the bottom of the screen. In roll 20.
Yeah, it's Rody.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. Look on stream. Oh yeah, I have to switch back so you can see it on stream.
Oops. Yeah, which is weird because I see.
Maybe you have to refresh. I know I did. Yeah, I did switch it.
Yeah, that's weird because I see it on. I
Then
see it on
I'll
mine.
guess I'll have to roll the dice and do it on my screen because unfortunately, I've seen you jump out and jump in every time, and it's only proc that. Now I also have to reopen 4 sheets.
All right, but yeah, like
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, Hoshi.
There we go.
there.
So many issues, Bubba. Just watch Smack Roll 20 and Opera just.
Did not want
Please.
that either. Damn it.
Almost there. Final sheet. Ah, it's like I'd never stopped playing Enoch. Actually, no, Enoch had to open even more sheets because I was also what's-her-face. And the Drow Wizard. This is why I didn't take any summoning spells in my Strixhaven game. Though the unironic part is I still might end up taking it, if only because my character would also use Summon Construct. But that's more because I'm kind of become the Time Wizard apprentice of what's basically a Necron. And I'm also the Blue Beetle. Our game is weird.
I had to ask, are you the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle or
Yes.
the other one that I was gonna say the older Blue Beetle who's I cannot remember his name.
Ted Cord and what was the other one? I used to know all three. It'll come back to me later, but yeah, no, I am 100% Jaime Reyes because I literally have a scarab that I'm actually about to jailbreak because I'm in a fight with my Necron person I'm apprenticing under, and I want to make sure he can't turn him off against my will or make him do something that I want him to do. I'm going to give him free will and create a very interesting item from Eberron that I know exists, and I know my DM will let me roll even though I'm not a Warforged. Because he already let this thing basically attach to my heart.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happens in Saved by the Spell. My character's basically fighting a cyber terrorism war against a blood cultist. And that's a subplot that hasn't developed in like 7 sessions. We're already having to deal with assassins. It's our first semester.
I have returned.
Be right back because I was actually doing something that, but I really need to get some water.
All good. Oh yeah, no, Bubba. Roll 20 errors are so weird. I've lost the ability to ping across all of my games. Don't know why. See, look, I attempt to ping. Look at all the pinging I'm doing.
I can see it.
Well, I can't see it, and that's the problem.
Oh, actually, no, that's that was Hoshi.
Yeah, that
pinging.
was Hoshi. Yeah.
That was Hoshi. I was like, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, because I was pointing over here by the well.
By the well at Brigand's Tollway? Oh,
Yeah.
that well?
Roll 20 just decided it doesn't like you pinging for some reason.
In fact, I'm going to look at that now. Let's see here. Is that something in the gear? No, it's not something in the options I can just fix. It has just decided I cannot use that actual function anymore. That's lovely.
That is weird. You think they were putting like a beta of something in, but that shouldn't affect your ability to ping, I don't think.
This has been a thing across games for the last, several months, so... Yeah. As our DM from, both, Districtly Professional and Those Who Wander would say, Roll 20s aside, I don't have pinging rights.
How are we doing? Is everybody back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
Is Deluna back? Because they were getting water.
All right. How about Hoshi, too?
I'm here.
Well, Hoshi
I'm
was
back.
pinging, so it'd be weird if Hoshi wasn't here and pinging at the same time.
Well, now it sounds like everyone is here.
You're right.
I
Yeah.
am back. Yeah.
All right.
I just have a long arm.
Damn. Didn't know you were Mr. Mr. Fantastic.
All right. So, for the sake of brevity, you guys go ahead and take care of your long rest. Nothing happens during that time.
Doke. Where's the long rest button? There you are.
And been a while since if I had to roll for. Actually, I don't think I've had to roll for. Let me see.
Don't forget we also get all our blessings back. Or our one blessing back.
Yep.
Mhm.
Your once per day blessing. And as you all begin to make your way and wake yourselves up from your long rest, you see a trio of dragonflies kind of swarm around the fire for a moment, and then they take off in flight.
That's neat.
I'm gonna try to catch one.
All right. Dexterity check.
This will be interesting. DX. 21.
Impressively enough, you do manage to catch one. It's flapping its wings very loudly in your cupped hands.
What's the dragonfly say?
Help! Help! I want to go. Why is it dark? Let me go. Let me go.
Meanwhile, if you can't understand it, it sounds like Sparks from Spyro. I'm so happy every one of you got that reference.
Yeah.
Without missing a beat, we all did.
Yep.
Sindara just walk over. Why can't you see? And she starts trying to pet the firefly on top of the head.
Oh, it's a dragonfly.
Yeah, she tried to pet it on top of his head.
It's currently cupped in Sola's hands. And so he's like, "Get cut me! Let me go, please!"
Calm down. Calm down. She looks at Sola. You're scary him.
Meanwhile, Predacats will also
She
look
opens
at...
up her hands.
I was about to say, Predacats will have just before that been like, are you going to eat that?
She looks at him positively aghast and she lets it go.
You just see.
I am free. Thank you. As it takes off.
Dragonflies are friends, not food.
You're just going to watch him ignore what you say, open up his mouth, yawn, a bunch of, like, hornets come out, he catches them, and then just starts eating them.
I mean, they're food if you're hungry enough.
They're protein.
Above a game, Hoshi, it's funny that you use that quilt because I actually have a kobold character named Sharkbait.
Hoo ha ha.
Again, I love playing with this group because we all get each other's stupid references.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like a Pixar kind of thing.
All right. Let's get down to business proper. So, what do we want to ask properly? Obviously, I was thinking asking if there are any weaknesses she knows of her sisters, or any way we could approach getting our things we need back. Not be too direct about what we plan on doing with her or her sisters. Maybe play on the, oh, you hate your sisters? Anything you'd want us to do while we're over there to prank them or something such like that? Butter up a little bit.
We could always say if she wants more power over her sisters, we can take them out for her. Can you give us any information that would be helpful?
Well, do I know, like, the whole deal with hag covens? Or, like, what exactly do I know?
Give me an Arcana check.
Alright. +1. That's a 14.
Well, you know that hags are typically more powerful when they are with the groups that they associate with. As with most people, though, typically the hags tend to like themselves, but if they have any sort of grudge against themselves,
Well,
you think it probably would be in their best interest to outright kill them, just in case.
The problem with that is that hags work better in covens. They're stronger. So they wouldn't necessarily want to kill others in their covens unless...
You cut off at, let's. Hello? Oh no, I guess my Discord's fucking up.
Scratch to re-up the coven as sisters, and she doesn't like them. We could maybe play into that whole, well, you know, you don't like your sisters, since we're going over there anyway, we could mess with their stuff for you. And that might give us the in to get information on how we can exploit where they live, what traps we need to look out for, and the like that.
Real.
You'll notice that Rhodey's not saying a word,
Hmm.
but as soon as you mention that particular thing, he smiles.
We do already
And-
have a hint on how to take care of, at least, or exploit some of their weaknesses.
True, but we could always get more. Can never hurt.
That's true. But also have to figure that the whole coven thing, it would also be better to try to take them out so that they don't have a coven.
Oh, exactly. I mean, our plan is still to get rid of Bavlorna, but we're going to milk her for all the information we can get out of her first.
Speaking of which, you'll just watch as he reaches in, pulls out another tooth, gives it to you. Remember, when you're done asking questions, tell me so I can cast a spell instantly.
Hmm.
If we are going to take
Will
on a
do.
hag, I want to have my best abilities already going.
As I understand completely. I also still have my the one spell I cast before. Obviously, I'll wait before we hop in there to use it, but I can give that back to you, Syndra, the ward. And
Do we know what like subspecies of hag Bavlorna is, or would that be like a nature or an arcana?
Let's see. I'll say with your Arcana check, Dov, you've heard of a few cases of maybe certain types of hags here or there. Probably like a green hag or a sea hag, but that doesn't seem like any other type of hag you've noticed before.
yes, I'm not quite sure what kind of hag she is. I don't think she's a sea hag, because he gestures to the Feywild around them. Not really a sea here. More of a swampy bog.
She looks like a frog hag.
That's true.
Do you mind if I roll, Milla?
Yeah, Arcana check, I guess.
Nope.
You have no idea.
Also, remember, she has those strange creatures surrounding her. They will probably attack. They seemed easy enough to repel, but they could still probably hurt you.
You know, a thought occurred to me, Predicats. Your patron, do you think she'd want us to set this area back to the way it was before the hags too, or do you think she's just after the hag's blood?
You're just going to get the biggest shrug ever. I talked to my patron I have talked to my patron all of once, and that is when she asked me if I would like to live or die.
Right.
Well, actually,
it
she
couldn't
asked.
hurt.
Actually, she asked if I would give her my heart. I said yes.
Well, we could still ask about what we could do to undo what they've done. I mean, not directly like that, but maybe butter her up and say, "Wow, you did something really special here. How could you have managed such an amazing feat?" And then maybe we can get her gushing and boasting about what she did and find a way to undo it if we'd want to pursue that.
Fair enough, though. I will give you the name of my patron. Use it however you will, but I doubt she will like hearing it. I serve the Bramble Queen.
Ramble Queen. Noted.
Alright, we can think of the rest on the way. We have 3 hours.
Move and talk, people. Move and talk.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Walkity walkity.
Yeah.
Alright, walkity walkity.
Yep. I guess I have one final question for Sindara. Do we want to try and negotiate your fashion sense back, or are we just going to get that back once we beat her face in?
She slowly looks at you. Her expression goes completely dark. I'm going to kill her.
Oh, I know. I just wanted to know if you wanted me to speak to her about potentially doing that, or if you just want to get it, he does air quotes, the fun way.
I mean, there's one. I have to play with Party Cooper eventually. As she pats her hammer.
All right. We'll leave it at that then.
All right. As you make your way out of the Brigand's Tollway, you happen to find another abandoned raft. As the water level begins to rise from the swamp.
Right. Convenient. Dumph will hop on the raft.
Yep.
All right. So between your skiff and your raft, you
Oh
managed
yeah,
to
which
get those all and make your way back to Downfall. And for the sake of brevity, do you happen to make your way back to
The only
yeah,
place we
I
care
imagine we
about.
go directly. Yeah.
Bad Floridas?
I think it's gonna be a straight path to Bavlorna's.
Mm-hmm.
And I will once we do get in front of her house, I will once again cast Cursed Ward on Stindra. Which just as a refresher, you have resistance to necrotic, you can't be cursed, you can't be possessed, you can't be targeted by a hex. Also, your max hit points cannot be lowered.
Well, that's useful.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That's for 1 hour.
All right. As you go to as you make your way back up towards Baflora's cottage, once again, Clapperclaw will stay by the boats. As he looks up at you, well, best of luck, and hopefully you can find that helmet for me. Or that stag head for me.
Will do, friend.
Thank you.
I'm in the
As,
heart.
as he waves, you just hear the head rattle. Shook it, shook it.
If I only had a brain.
When do we bump into the lion?
Soon.
All right. Do you guys, I assume you make your way up to the trapdoor?
Yep.
Yes.
Just we are going back to the room we assumed she will be in because she was not in the other one when we first came here.
Unless, of course, we see her in the main room now that the well is working, obviously. But otherwise, straight to that room.
I'm
All
so
right.
hoping she's downstairs.
Well, as you make your way up to the trapdoor, I need to know, do you guys knock or do you just go ahead and open it?
We'll knock. Better to be polite while
I was
we're
gonna say,
trying
I
to keep
actually
this up.
I have to, so.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's-
Come in! Come in!
And
As you
we will
acquiesce,
acquiesce.
you make your way through the trapdoor and you look down. Yeah, you see, you hear the voice. If so, great to hear from you again, darlings. Welcome. I was just getting done with my morning bath.
Oh, wonderful. We have your package.
The two lordlings that are at our side just begin to well, they hold up and offer her garments as she, quickly dons them. She doesn't really care if you're there at the moment, but
Was not
then she
looking.
begins to
He was
out the
looking
pool.
straight ahead, not looking at the naked hag.
Splort, splort, splort as she begins to step out of the pool. Such a lovely thing to have my bath again. I must thank you, truly.
Oh, of course, of course. It's the least we could do.
And I see you have my crate as well. Ah, excellent.
Just drops on the table next
You
to
may
him.
leave it in the room just beyond that door there.
Ugh.
Actually,
Alright.
lordlings. No, you will be the ones to take care of it. Hold on, that's a little better. You just see her, after she's done talking, as her, mouth becomes agape, you see her mouth, almost like a bad CGI cartoon, just inflate and get bigger. And you just see her gyrate a little bit. And from her maw, she spits out another lordling.
Mmm.
We all have varying degrees of facial expressions when this happens.
Rhodey is visibly like, what the fuck?
Stuff is very, very clearly trying to hide his revulsion at that. I'd like to think he succeeds. Just a smile on his face, maybe an eye twitch.
Lordling darlings.
That's because
Please take care of the
stone-faced.
packages.
Snarl stone face.
Yep.
Praedykas did
The
the
three
exact same thing at
lordlings will make
breakfast.
their way up towards you, Praedykas.
Which, yeah, he just hands it to them. Welcome to the Fey, where we just shoot shit out of our mouth.
Yep. The
Yep.
three of them will take the crate and just drag it across the floor. One of them darts ahead and opens the door, and then you hear. And then you see the three of them come back. Excellent. Thank you. As the three of them will kind of make their way up. You see the one of the older ones that was, just kind of dragging its way along. It's like, well, time for your bees. She'll reach out, grab the other one, and just like in a weird, twisted way, you just see that maw of hers get bigger, and she swallows one of the lordlings.
I was not expecting Vor in this campaign, but here we are.
Here we are.
Listen, the Feywild is basically DeviantArt. You get what you find.
Oh God. I hate that you're not wrong. Is the thing.
No, that's
Yeah.
that is embarrassingly accurate.
Now, come. Let's return to my study upstairs, where we may discuss our bargains. Come.
Of course, of course.
You'll have to excuse me. I had to do a lot of fuckery to get my guy over that side.
You see as Bavlorna makes her way onto the couch where you saw her just yesterday, and the two lordlings will crawl their way up onto the bed or onto the couch as well, and they'll just lay
Sorry, go
themselves out on her like cats, and she starts to pet them.
if Domph is allowed, he will sit on the chair opposite.
Please, fire a seat.
Of course.
Sindar
All
will
right.
Pradygosh
I'll
just,
wait for everyone to get comfy.
Pradygosh just posted up on the wall right behind Bavlorna.
All right. Now, I believe where I left off, I mentioned that your sisters had taken something from all of us, and I was wondering if you might be able to let us know how we might approach getting our things back. And, while we're there, I've heard down the grapevine you're not particularly fond of them. We could maybe mess with their stuff for you while we're there. Just a little fun prank.
Oh, you have been most informed. I'm impressed. It's true, I am not particularly fond of my sisters. Scabatha, Blightstraw, and Endelin Moongrave. Always headed up in their posts and thither and yon. It's true. I don't like my sisters that much, but... I must admit, one of them in particular has recently drawn my ire. Tell me, do you remember that woman that I was chatting with yesterday?
Yes.
I think it was yesterday. She kind of scratches her chin, and you see there's a couple of like individually long stranded hairs that she just kind of grabs, and as she does that, she kind of plucks one of the hairs.
Yes, I remember her. Seemed like a lovely lady.
Yeah, yes, we did have a pleasant conversation, but I must admit she did leave in quite a huff, which I found that rather odd for somebody that was wanting to talk. She wanted to talk about Scabatha of all things. I found nothing odd of it, but as I went upstairs, I think something might have gone missing.
Oh dear.
So, since you are so keen to help me and want to help meddle in my sister's affairs, I do have at least one thing in mind that you can do for me. If you could go and take care of this thing for me and come back, I can help you return any lost things that you might have. She scans around the room for a little bit. What was it you were missing from me?
Oh. Well. Your sisters took, well, let me get my list here. Me personally, my childhood toy that I loved very, very much was taken by Scabatha. She also has my friend Predicat's artistic creativity. Endelin stole my friend Sola's handwriting, Rhodey's smile, and Veska's ability to keep secrets. Quite the list from her. And, that's them.
Above game, I'm gonna say real quick. I forgot that Rhodey can't smile, so he just looked like when you were talking and all that. I must redo it earlier. Like his eyes looked happier.
Yeah, I was gonna say, eyebrow smiles as opposed to beaky, toothy smile.
I'd also say I don't think Pradygosh even knows he has no artistic ability because he would never try that. So I think that's just above game knowledge.
Yeah, I think it was shared from somewhere. When we were at the Witchlight Carnival, we heard about all of our missing stuff from the carousel, I think. And I think that's how Domph knows that that's what you're missing.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, yes. Let me see. As Beth Florida just kind of, she pets one of her learnings on the head and just kind of does just like petting a gentle cat, and then just kind of like using the whole palm just to kind of squish the top of their head. Quick here on my note. Well, the one thing that I want you to take care of for me is, I will return. I think it was, you said your sense of fashion, right? And she puts her hand shakily towards you, Sandara.
I don't think I mentioned that. I was keeping that secret, but
Oh,
hmm.
well, if there's just rewind that. If there's anything that I have that's lost from you, I'm more than happy to give it back to you. I just ask for one thing in return.
And what would that be?
My lovely sister, Scabatha, she has a portrait of her located within Loomlurch. If you were to steal this portrait for me, I could give you back your returned things. Loomlurch? It's a giant hollow tree located deep within the forest of Thither. It's in a circular room in the heart of Loomlurch, alongside the portraits of my other sisters. Between me, Endlin, and Tasha.
All right. We could see about reclaiming that for you.
And to reach the Thither, you'll need a guide. Supposedly, last I heard, there was a scarecrow wandering about. Perhaps they might be able to help you.
That's actually who's been helping us already. They are missing their head. Would you know anything about that?
Head? Kind of head, darling.
Their scarecrow head.
Oh, it was a stag's head, I believe he was using.
Hmm. All right. I'll also return the stag head if you get me back the portrait from Scabatha.
Wonderful.
That's
You know,
more than fair.
And she looks up to you, Dove. She spits into your hand and extends it out to you. Do we have an agreement?
Donf will reach out his hand and he will think to predicates. All right, I think we've gotten everything we can from her.
Okay.
Now.
Then you will all watch as first I will show you what I'm doing. I believe it's this one. Let me double check. Yes. So you guys are going to see something you haven't seen Praedycots do, as a large plume of smoke comes from his pipe and starts forming into 4 shapes that all look vaguely familiar as I use Figures in the Smoke, my Eldritch Invocation, to cast Mirror Image on myself without spending a spell slot. As you now see 4 Praedycots all just looming around each other, all in different forms of battle. And yeah, that's... I think that might be initiative. That's depending on how they take that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll for initiative, I guess.
Why?
Rody thinks so.
Oh
So,
boy.
well, so much for diplomacy.
No, but we did diplomacy. We got what we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
a lot of
we
info
just-
that we needed.
Oh, come
We
on.
appreciate your knowledge, but unfortunately, I believe our partnership ends here.
So, for the sake of helping things, because I might also make combat really complicated, Milla, can I just choose to go last on this first turn?
Let's see. Also. Oh, right. That is all cleared off. That's just funny. You're rolled pretty high for initiative.
I know, but unfortunately, he kind of wants people to position before he does the next thing he's going to do. I was really hoping that my 1 in initiative would have just made that kind of a thing, but unfortunately, the dice be what the dice be.
And I have a 0 initiative, so. I mean, you could hold your action.
All right.
Wanted me to go last.
Yep. Well, it's not even an attack action, so yeah, I will hold. I will say as we start combat, because I also need to take a quick bathroom break. I'm holding my action till everyone who is going to use a weapon on her gets into place around her.
All right. I'm having a hard time deciding what part of battle music to put.
That's fine.
Because I wasn't expecting to be up here.
I was hoping to get a little more information, but since you wanted to make the deal then and there, I kind of had no choice but to pull the trigger. Still, we got a lot of good info.
Nah, I think the worst. All right, Pavlorna, roll for your initiative. All right. If I, not this.
I am back.
Welcome back.
One second, my roll 20's acting up, so let me just refresh.
Okay.
Better do it now than during the battle.
Yeah.
Because
This
it's
is all-
not showing me my character sheet anymore.
Also, for what's about to happen is both the best and worst case scenarios.
Mm.
This thing does really good in small and close spaces. Also, it's in a small and close space.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to the... Your marshals will hate you, but it's great for flanking ability. Because I'm about to have so much advantage. Also just had to throw something out there for good for End, who has been very much enjoying these streams.
All right. So, I guess for the sake of this, if you wanted to maintain your position in initiative, I guess if you're okay with it, Vaughn, we can have it start with Rudy, and then since to make the way circle around, we can just maintain an initiative order.
I would just say instead to make it easier, he will just move to here, hold his action, and my action will be to use my Pact of the Pipe ability. So once everyone who uses an actual weapon to fight like within 5 feet of her is surrounding her, that's when he will use his ability. So that would probably be Rhodey and Sindara.
Oh, that's right. Say, speaking of initiatives, oh boy, I got to roll for the Lornlings. I'll roll for them separately. Let's see. That. Yeah. Let's see. The one learning hasn't assessed anything yet. Then the second learning, it has not assessed anything yet. Rudy, it's your turn.
Rhodey still like trying to act or do the same act that's like, hey, we're on your side. Only starts walking this way to where he like right here. And I'm also gonna hold an action so where when Predacast attacks, he's going to Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Because he's still trying to keep up the illusion.
All right. You want to maintain illusion? Make a stealth check for me or sleight of hand to hide your casting of Eldritch Blast.
Either one's a 6, so let's go. Phil will actually roll. Come on, I just.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
So I don't cast it, but like it's not. It's gonna be obvious that he's doing something.
Yep. All
Dump
right.
is. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just about to ask if that was your turn, Rudy.
That's mine.
All right, Dump.
All right. Dolph is going to let out a sigh. That deal does sound enticing, but judging from my comrades and my personal experience, I think we're going to go with a slightly easier method of getting our things back. Or harder, I suppose, depending on how you see it. And he is going to open up by casting Thunderwave on Bevlorna and her lordlings. And you know what? Let's make it a level 2 casting. So I need to make a DC 15 con save as Domph shouts, Intonuit Fluctus! And a massive wave of energy shoots from his teapot.
I think you also hit
All
me
right.
in that.
Wait,
Is a
it's a
15
15-foot cube, isn't it?
Oh,
Like directly in
it's
front of
a
me.
15-foot.
I thought that would
cone?
just be her square.
It would be a 15-foot cone.
Wait, is it cone? I thought it
No,
was
it says
cube.
cube. It's a 15-foot cube,
Oh,
but
it's a
still,
cube.
this is a very small
that-
room.
Oh yeah. Well, if that's the case, if I would hit you, then I wouldn't cast that. And then I have a different opener. All right,
or
let me.
you could probably move and do it. So that you could direct it in a different spot and not hit nobody.
Let me see.
Because I think if you move
Probably occupy the
here,
same
you'd be able to do
Space
it.
as Sidara, be able to cast it forward and not hit anybody. I
So
can argue that.
okay, so that's the cube we're dealing with. I think this room is too small to have a really safe spot to cast at.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. I can argue if you were to move to there, to Sidara's space, you could cast it there and avoid hitting everyone else.
Okay. So then, yeah, I guess Domp will move up from the chair, move over, and then cast Thunder
All right.
Wave. And then I can't stand on the same spot as a person, right?
Right.
So
Yeah,
I guess
you
he'll
got-
cast from that point, and then he'll move back one.
Alright. Yep. Well, they all passed the save.
Ah, damn. So they're only going to take 5. But still, that's 5 damage to everything. Oh, wait, or is Thunderwave one of the sabers sucks?
It's a leveled
It's,
spell.
there's no saver suck.
Yeah, Saber Suck is only cantrips.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me cast that at level 2. Do I have anything I could do as a bonus action? Well, I didn't cast a hex, so I can't use that. I could let Dorman out. Let's see, he's a familiar. I think I can use a bonus action to have him do something, right?
Yes. You
Alright,
can do
so
the
yeah.
both action to command him.
Okay, so I will take off my hat, let Dorman out, and I'm gonna have him try and bite one of these lordlings. Let me grab. Do. Bop. And yep, he's gonna bite that one over there. Does an 18 hit?
That will. Hold on. Uh, making sure I got stats. Okay. Yeah, that will hit.
Alright, so he is going to take 2 piercing damage, and he needs to make a con save where he's poisoned for a minute. If he fails by 5 or more, he is instead poisoned for 1d10 minutes and unconscious while poisoned like this.
Roll a nat 20.
Damn, okay, so he's not poisoned. But he still took 2 piercing damage on top of the 5 thunder I did, and that will be my turn.
All right, Sola.
Oh, do I hope that you roll low? Let's try it, because this could really be nice if it works. Alright, I'm gonna... Does this do anything better? Let me get this one. Okay, so now we're just gonna cast this at level 1. Command. I'm gonna command Bavlorna to be silent.
Ooh.
Silence.
Silence!
Silence thought!
Islands Battle Woman.
Let's see.
So she needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
She rolled a 24.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling. Well. Yeah, I don't think that does much. Okay, so bang goes that one. Is there anything I can do?
Basically just bardic inspiration at this point.
I was gonna say, I'll give bardic inspiration. We're gonna give that to Sindara. That.
Yay.
All right. Bavlorna.
Uh-oh.
I knew I shouldn't have trusted you. Especially after what you did to my learning yesterday. As she kind of points up. At you, specifically, Predicates.
But which one? There's
Which
5
one?
of us.
In your general direction. As... How is she going to go through? I wonder. She is going to... What will she do? Let's see. She's definitely not a fan of what you were just doing. She actually, in a quick blur, she's actually going to spring up. And you see her wave her hands around as she extends her hand and a beam of green, sickly light sprouts out towards you, Dump.
Oh shit. That's a character.
Does a 16 hit?
You know it does.
Okay. You take 18 points of necrotic damage.
Oh god. That's half my health.
And in a flurry, against her better judgment, she's actually gonna gape her maw and attempt to bite at you, Predicates.
Go ahead. 13 to hit, and then we have to roll some dice if it hits.
Yeah. Soft 20.
Okay, let me see what I have to roll for mirror image.
Above a 6, I believe,
Yeah.
on the first one.
On what?
Or 6 or higher.
D20? Okay.
D20.
It's my first time ever getting to cast this, so. Yeah.
You're good.
So you just see one of them, like, fill her mouth full of smoke as, again, they are all just in the midst of different lunges and strikes, just kind of like a fan of motion all in one square.
I love this idea of fog predicates just breathing smoke in her face. Like an asshole smoker. What are you fucking gonna do about it, hag?
I just pictured the caterpillar off of Alice in Wonderland.
All right, so Milla,
Yes, Rudy?
since that was technically him doing his action, Rhodey's action would prompt, right?
That wasn't me doing
Go
anything, I
ahead
was
and
just
Eldritch
attacked.
Blast. Yep.
Yeah, that was Bavlorna's attack, so...
Yeah, that was Bavlora's attack. So, yeah, go ahead and cast your Eldritch Blast. A 13 will not hit. As your Eldritch Blast goes towards Bavlorna, without even breaking eye contact from Predicates, you just see her head duck, and the blast just goes right over her head.
Well, that's not good.
All right, Veska.
Seeing Domp get utterly fucked, Veska is going to just kind of do a quick hop, skip, and jump over. Do not worry, you are in perfectly capable hands. And I'm gonna use this at second level. Take 16 health back.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna... I don't think I can do... So that's 1, level 2...
The only thing you could probably do is wild shape, or your spore ability.
That's an action. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, Sandara.
Sandara looks at the head. He knows this is where you die now. Especially after stealing my fashion. As you guys watch her reach into her little bag and pull out a black lollipop, pop in her mic and bite down on it. Watch one of her eyes turns black. As bonus action, she goes into a frenzy rage.
Oh shit.
And she will step forward in front of the hag, and she's going to hit her with the warhammer.
I'll wait till after the
And
attacks to use my ready to action.
first attack. 22
Hits.
for 14.
Okay.
And sadly, I can't do the second attack since I raged this turn.
All right. Is that it for your turn then, Sidora?
Yes.
But my ready to action goes off, so you guys are going to watch as suddenly a giant, and I mean giant cloud of smoke appears in the room, centered on Praedycots as, thanks to my Pact of the Pipe's main ability, once per short or long rest, I can center Flog Cloud on myself. But there's a small caveat to it. While everyone else is heavily obscured, Praedycots can see everyone clearly. So I've effectively cast invisibility on myself.
Oh,
That's why I said
Dope.
he
You
was.
have it centered on yourself, right?
Yep, but that's also, again, why I said he was waiting for the people who attack with weapons to get close. So now any attack against you is with disadvantage, but any attack you make, unless you gain flanking or some other ability, is at disadvantage. So this is the trade-off here.
Mm.
All right. All right. Next up is the first Lordling. This Lordling is actually going to attempt to attack Sidara with disadvantage. Let's see. That's 21 on the first. 17 on the second.
Hits.
And 13 on the third.
13 meets.
All right.
Well, I said,
so you're going to take...
All of those attacks are with disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh,
that
wow.
was with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right. So... Oof. All right. So... 10 piercing damage rounded... Actually, yeah. 10 piercing damage rounded down to 5 on the first. 9 on the second, round down to 4. And another 10 rounded down to 5, so that's 14 after resistance.
Yep.
All right. Predicates, it's your turn.
Praedycots, since I don't actually have to concentrate, I'm basically just casting that spell with a special ability. He is going to then... Bavlorn is going to start feeling again a bunch of thorny vines sprouting out of their skin as Hex.
All
And
right.
he is going to swing with advantage because they can't see where he's attacking from.
About that.
It's not magical
Uh-oh.
smoke. I just create a bunch of smoke. True Sight only works on magic.
Hmm. I have to double check that.
Go right ahead. I checked the actual... For reference, they don't have a good explanation for True Sight for creatures. I went off of the True Sight spell when I thought of this ability.
Normal and magical star. Okay. All right, I'll allow it. That's for further elaboration. So yeah, 19 hits.
And So that's 9. Then also Hex. Where are you? There you are. For another full 6, so that's 14. And he's going to put 2 of his Nature's Might dice on this. So that's going to be another 2d4.
All right.
Which ability did you choose for Hex?
Oh, true. Ability
Oh,
score.
yeah.
Since ability checks, probably Strength.
Okay.
And that's another 7, so that's 13 plus 9. That's 23 points of damage.
Okay.
Well, that's just like 9 acid, 6 necrotic, and then it's just extra damage for the extra damage. Because I know they probably have a bunch of resistances. And as he does that, all you'll hear from behind him is, in this like roiling mass is, "The Bramble Queen wants you dead."
All right. I assume that's it for your turn then, Predicate?
Every action.
All right. Now, Lordling number 2 is also going to attempt to make stabs with disadvantage onto Sandara. That's a nat 1. That'll miss. That's 15.
Hits.
That's got. And that's a 19. That will also hit. So 7 after 3. 7 after 3. You take 6 after resistance.
Jeez.
All right, Rudy.
All right, Rhodey.
You're in a fog
remem-
cloud.
remembering where it was, like he saw the fog come from Pendergast and quickly like, okay, I don't think anyone's moved yet, so he's gonna come right here, aim at this guy, and Ness, do your thing.
All right. I think it'd be a flat roll of 18 hits.
And I'm gonna argue sneak attack damage because there's no way he could see me.
And you have an enemy
Let's
within
see.
5 feet anyway.
You have an enemy within 5 feet.
You'll never see it coming.
Sure, I'll allow it.
I need
Normally, if a sorcerer would provide disadvantage, it would be, it would cancel out sneak attack. But because it is in darkness, it can't see it either. I'll allow it. So 7 piercing damage. Yeah, you managed to
10, 8 or 9 piercing damage.
9. Well,
It didn't roll for. I rolled them accidentally one by one. I need to make a sneak attack thing for here.
you hear a ghastly croak as the lordling you stab just dissolves into a puddle of water. Stanky water.
Very smartly, he's gonna move exactly 2 squares this way, so she can't retaliate against me.
Was that your cutting action?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that one being dead certainly changes my plans.
All right, Dumph, it's your turn.
Dumph is gonna move over here. Bit smoky in here, but he's gonna pour himself. Actually, no. I'm gonna change to this. Perhaps I can help you feel how I normally feel. Cavatio maledictio. And I don't think anyone would see it, but a black light begins to shine out from the teapot, and it mingles in with the smoke, becoming this billowing black smoke that changes to tendrils, and they whip out at Bavlorna as I cast Hollowing Curse. I need her to make a dex save. Actually, I think I'm going to cast this at 2nd level. It didn't give me the option to, but I know I can cast it higher. That's weird. I was going to use my last level 2, so that would be 2 d12s. So I'll just roll another d12.
All right. She failed to save.
Right, so she is taking 10 necrotic damage as the smoky tendrils wrap around her. And now, much like with Witch Bolt, I can do 1d12 damage to her automatically every single turn. But it's necrotic instead of electric.
I should probably ask, does the spell specify that you need to see her?
That is a good question. Tendrils of black mist extend from
You
your
can-
fingertips, latch onto a creature, draining its vitality.
Creature you
Oh.
can see within range.
Oh wait, I see a creature within range. I don't see technically in there.
Choose a creature you can see within range to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh wait, now I see it.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, that scuppers that plan.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hmm. Well, if that's the case, that I need to see it, that kind of messes a lot of my plans up. So let's see. I was over here. My other plan, was to travel over here, take a swig of tea, and use my fire breath because I don't think I need to see for that. I guess I'll use a bonus action to move Dorman out of the way 1st, obviously, before I breathe fire at the hag and the lorling. So it is another dex save. Do we want to use the one from before since I technically couldn't cast Halloween Curse, or do you want to roll again?
Well, wait for the Hollow Curse. I think I took all that damage back, so let's just use the. Well, she automatically fails the dex throw because she can't see in the fog.
Right then. So that is 9 fire damage to her and the lorling because it is a 30-foot line, and this room isn't big enough for its full 30 feet.
As you hear a spat of bubbling water erupt from where that other Lornwing was next to you, Sindara, as you hear a splash on the floor.
All right. Bonus action. Nom. I don't think an 11's going to hit.
Nope, that will miss.
Dang. Well, that's it for me.
All right, Sola.
Oh, but isn't such a very pesty spot. Pesty. Is anybody really hurting right now?
Hi.
Okay, you're going to get. We'll cast this at level 2. Healing word, so you heal for 7.
Yay.
All right, all right. Anything else for your turn then? Reaction.
And you know what? We'll give 1 bardic inspiration to Predicats. And you know, I haven't actually. I forgot I had this. We're gonna also add a mode of potential on this.
Oh, bardic inspiration is also a bonus action.
Oh dang it! That's right. Oh heckies. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that.
It's the thought that counts.
It is the thought that counts. All right. In that case, I am. You know what? I'm going to. I can move through people if they're my ally, right?
Yes, assuming they allow you to, yes.
I would assume Dumph would let me get out of this little corner.
He will gesture so you can get out.
She'll wave and she'll go over here. And I think that will be my turn.
All right. It is Bavlorna's turn. You will rue this present day, interlopers. But today will not be the day where I get my vengeance. As you see, she has her staff that's right next to her. You hear some shimmering as you vaguely see her form just wave around and cast something.
Oh fuck.
Do we get attacks of opportunity?
Technically, no, because she didn't leave her space per se.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
As I'll just go ahead and say, that will be initiative.
You'll hear a
Oh,
snarling growl from Praedycots as you guys are very luckily where you're placed in the very topmost corner up here. He'll just put down a dust devil to start dispersing the smoke.
Consider she could teleport away. Ugh.
No. Wait, wasn't she silenced?
No, she rolled really well. And then
Oh,
that's
yeah,
only
that's
that's
right.
only one round too.
Okay.
But you'll just see Praedycots just
just-
start
Well,
throwing a
that didn't
tantrum.
go
And,
to plan.
yeah. Praedycots just throwing a tantrum, slashing at the wall behind him in anger.
Sindara's actually doing the exact same thing, smashing stuff with her hammer, the chair, the coat, sofa, the floor. She's really fucking pissed off.
Oh, great. Now the others are probably going to be aware. And this just got a lot.
This is fucking bullshit.
Fine, let us raid the house and take whatever we can.
Right.
Veska will look at Sindara. Do you need any more healing?
He will. She nods as she goes into her bag and pull out a white sucker and start chomping down on it. And her eye goes back to normal. And she looks a little bit more tired as I get 1 point exhaustion.
Heal for 6.
Rhodey is going to hear Predicate say raid and see where he could find and do just that.
I do have one
All right.
question before you give us stuff. You see that staircase? Does that go up or down in this room?
The staircase that's right next to Domp goes up.
Okay, good to know. Praedycots is already in the hallway, just going to the first door, but you can do Rhodey first.
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
so what do I roll to see if I can find anything?
For investigation inside that room there.
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead. Back over to here.
I should have grabbed her. I should have grabbed her. I should have beat her fucking face in.
If it's any consolation, if she teleported, I doubt holding her would have done anything.
Except probably take you with her, which wouldn't have been good for us.
Hmm.
Well, let's see what we can find here.
All right. Notable things as you kind of look around, you see there's scattered bits of broken plates and cutlery that's in various states of uncleanliness. You do see there's a potion cabinet that's on this wall over here.
Ooh, I want to investigate that. Zip.
As you go to look at the cabinet, you go to attempt to open it, it's locked. You do see there's a keyhole on it.
That doesn't matter. I have thieves' tools.
All right, go ahead and give me a thieves tool check.
Be a dex check, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep, with your proficiency in thieves tools, I assume.
What lock, says the rogue.
So that's a 15.
Sorry, I rolled the wrong one. Actually, my proficiency bonus is a 3, so that's a 16 for the first one.
Okay. Wait, it already added the +3, didn't it?
On the second roll, like I just did a flat dexterity check on the first one.
He didn't pull the
Alright,
item thieves tools in, so it would actually focus. So he's having to program it
Oh.
differently.
How is your
Oh,
proficiency bonus 3? None of us are level 5 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be 2, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's plus the it did factor in the dex then.
Well,
Flat
it did
roll.
do the dex, but not his proficiency.
Oh
So
yeah.
we were
Oh, if it'd be 2 then, if it's proficiency bonus, that'd be a 15 then.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you rattle your picks and your tumblers as you go through. You hear a click. It takes just enough so that you hear another click. You have successfully unlocked the cabinet.
What do I find?
You see 2 shelves on there. As you go to look at the bottom shelf, hold on a sec. Oh, that's right. As you go to look it up, the first thing you notice is that there are 2 shelves on here. You see a bottom shelf that has 3 labels on that, but as your attention is drawn up to the top shelf, where you see there is a stuffed cat.
Yeah.
It begins to come to life, and it begins to claw at you.
Rhodey immediately rolls to stab it.
Let's see. Hold on, I have to look up a cat stat in here. Durr.
And the cat attacks the bird.
Whatever the stat is, he's getting a 24 right to the face.
Alright. Well, it rolled an 11 to slash at you, and it misses. And a 24 will hit.
6 piercing.
Alright. As you hit the cat, it explodes into a cloud of dust. And it begins to drift its way towards you. I have to look something up real quick here. Let's.
You are haunted by Dust Cat.
I know it's Predicast cat.
I'm gonna say above game, Draco, you know what Ness's thing is, so he's probably annoyed at that.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that was 5. Huh. Yeah, you're gonna be the only one affected by this. So, I need you to make a con saving throw.
On save, yay! I got a 4.
That's unfortunate. You start to sneeze uncontrollably, and you're currently unable to breathe.
Uh-oh.
Above game, by the way. I don't know how this happened, but I accidentally gave myself 2 levels in rogue instead of 1 last level up. So that's why I'm at level 5.
Gotcha.
So I won't level up the next time we get one. I'm just gonna say like, hey,
No, you
It's-
you have to actually take away that level, otherwise it'll affect all of your rolls thanks to proficiency.
Hmm.
trying to figure out how to do that.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Discord apparently crashed on my end, but we back.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's good.
that is good. So Rhodey is sneezing and suffocating.
Yeah, you're currently sneezing and suffocating.
There we go. I fixed it.
Make another con save for me.
Okay, that one's good.
All right, now you managed to break out of it, and boy, do your ribs hurt from all that sneezing you just did.
Is the cloud still around?
That's. It dissipates as he manages to break out of it. So no, it's not there.
The beautiful thing about actually being sick, that cough was genuine.
Ugh.
Hmm.
All right. So now to resolve what else is on there, as you manage to bring your senses about it, you look on that bottom shelf, and actually, as you pick yourself up, the first thing you notice is you actually see a very, very tiny door that's underneath the cabinet as you begin to make your way up. But as you look at that bottom shelf again, you see there are 3 bottles. One that's labeled Shrink, one that's labeled Grow, and one that's labeled Vanish.
Drink, grow, and vanish. Oh, lovely. Brody's is gonna be like, hey, anybody here like big and bigger, or in a weirder case, getting smaller?
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. I should probably cast Detect Magic. Don't want to spend the 10 minutes on the ritual. I'm annoyed. Deprende Magicae. He's gonna just use a spell slot for Detect Magic. Anything you see in this room? I imagine the potion case is gonna have a lot of magic going on.
Yep, you detect magic, obviously, from the potions that he's grabbed. I believe they are enchantment. Oh, one's illusion, one is, and the other 2 are enchantment.
That would make sense. I don't think it'd be transmutation. Though that I could see the case for that.
Yeah. But while that's going on, predicates.
He's just looking at, I'm going to say, the door on his left. He does not have thieves' tools, but he doesn't need them. He has primal savagery and a lot of unresolved anger issues.
All right, so you're gonna enter the door on your left.
If it gives me any resistance, he is literally shredding it to pieces, so yes.
All right. As you begin to rip the door open. This room has 2 exits. Above each door, mounted on a wooden plaque, is a severed goblin head with its mouth agape. Other furnishings include a sideboard, 2 cupboards with doors made of wood-framed glass, and a large banquet table covered with plates of half-eaten food and swarms of feasting flies. A chandelier hangs above the table, its tallow candles filling the room with dim flickering light. 6 mismatched chairs flank the table, 3 chairs per side.
He just reaches over to the cupboard behind him. Just, again, at this point, there is no subtlety. He is ripping the thing off of its, like, hinges. If it survives, it survives. What's inside?
Alright, yeah, you just rip the doors open. You see a bunch of dusty, cobweb-looking plates and cups that are in there.
Useless. He will just literally step over the table, go back over here, check this cupboard.
Yep. Same thing. You notice that there's silverware and doilies that are in there as well.
Goes over to door. If you want to go over, just let someone else do another room, that's fine.
Right.
Okay.
I was thinking about opening this door, but Dolph would tell Rhodey that those potions are real. They probably do what they say. They are magic.
Well, who
We
wants
might.
what?
I mean, we might need them to traverse in here or something. Maybe there's like a small door. I don't know.
All right. And I assume you go into the room?
Yep.
All right.
Oh no.
Slivers of light enter through cracks in the shutters that cover 3-foot tall windows, or cover 3 tall windows. The light reveals the shapes of several pedestals. On each one rests an object with patchwork cloth draped over it. Wilting ferns and crumbling clay pots give the room its earthy smell. The floor is covered in a layer of straw.
Huh. Dolph will walk up to the pedestals. Do any of these radiate magic?
Let's see. As you move around the room and cast see detect magic, you do not detect any magic in here. However,
Nothing.
so you do see the various things that are draped.
Mm-hmm. All right. And Dolph will reveal whatever's on the pedestal in front of him.
You take off the drape. You see this inside. You see a small bird cage sitting on top of this pedestal, and inside of it, you hear a shot. As you look down, the first thing you notice that you see a bird with like a mummified head of a parrot. But as you kind of looking down at its body, it's got black feathers on it. Like if it was a body of, like, say, a crow or a raven.
Huh. Hey, Syndra. Weird bird in here. Need someone who can speak with animals.
And you hear another cacophony of various squawks and tweets and ruffling as that pops up in here.
I'm gonna ask, can Rhodey understand them since he speaks avian?
I think we've been
No.
here before.
I couldn't
Also-
remember if we did or not.
Also, Sindara can only hear big animals. It's Praedykas that can understand all animals.
Ah. Well, he did shout, I need someone who can speak with animals.
I'm also 3 doors away, so that's up to Milla.
Fair.
Yeah, Centauri's actually walking up the stairs. She's pissed.
Well, that's all that's in that room.
I guess
this
one
looks a little.
other thing I'll give you too, Domp, is as you're getting a better look at the pedestals. On the north wall, as you were looking at that, you see scribbled next to the sill here, you see the word yawn. And then over by this wall over here, you see thither.
Well, that's interesting. Dolph will point that out to the collective group here. Yawn thither.
Didn't Pavlorna say something about the sister taking things to Yon and Thither?
Believe so.
Swoop, 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 swoop. Gonna look in.
Let's see. You look out through the window. It's very grimy, at least for what light you can see out from there. But as you're getting better glimpses of it, you don't really see a balcony through that window.
So this was Yon and this was Thither?
Yep, this one is yawn, and that one says thither.
Alright. How that one? So, all right, look through this one then.
Yeah, you managed to look your way out. Yeah, you see there's a small balcony that is just outside this window, from what you can see. Aside from that, all you see is dirty window and fog.
You know what? I'm gonna do something silly. I'm gonna touch the word yawn.
You touch it, it feels like it's kind of like etched out, almost like a knife.
Hmm.
You know what? Solo will literally yawn.
You yawn, and oh god damn it, you made me yawn to shoot, Caitlin.
Oh no.
I mean, we are approaching midnight.
Yeah. But let's see. While you're currently investigating that, Sandara, are you going up the stairs?
Yes.
All right. Let me go ahead and reveal over to this map up here.
Wizards, I need you to not share every map on the
And-
same layer.
I mean, that just might be how the module has it laid out.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and grab your token and drag it up there. Hey.
Can
There
you
you
move?
go.
Can you move Prey to Cots because for the sake of the stream?
Yeah. Sorry.
You.
Go ahead.
Oh well, yeah.
Also for yours then too. Yep. Assuming you're gonna be going in there next.
Yeah. But again, just put me on
Sandara.
wherever Sandara is, so that way, because right now I'm on a
Oh.
different. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you made your way back and then you went upstairs?
No, I'm saying for
Okay.
the sake of the stream
Uh,
visualizing, I have to like see that whatever
Oh,
they're
right,
saying.
right, right. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Gotcha.
good.
Let me go ahead and
Explore
reveal
up
this
then.
then. A ball of light bobs above the rafters, casting shadows over this room, in which the owner's messy habits are on full display. Rumpled and moldering rugs share floor space with food scraps, stack of dirty dishes, and tipped over clay pots whose plants have long since died. A bed that occupies one corner of the room has a pile of straw in place of a mattress. In the opposite corner stands a squat chest of drawers with a watering can resting on top of it. The only other furnishing of note is a stocky wooden chest with a sturdy iron padlock. It sits in another corner between two closed doors.
I'm going to check the cabinets.
And no, what I meant was the stream can't see this room, so whatever you're revealing,
Scroll up.
I am on all of the
Yep.
layers of the map.
Up.
Oh, it's even
You
higher than
scrolled
that.
all the way up.
I was zoomed out to
Yeah.
40%. There we go.
Yeah. Sorry, Vaughn. Should have been more clear on that.
I will say what I do for my streams is I have like a dummy Roll20 account that I just use as eyes. Maybe we should do something like that
I
for
can't.
like this exact scenario.
I would have to have another. I would have to have another machine with Roll20 and OBS attached, so that can't do that.
That's true.
It's fine.
I
So just
opened the
listen dark.
cabinet.
Yeah.
Let's see. As you go to make your way towards this cabinet over here. Let's see. Double checking that. As you make your way closer, you see this ball of light just kind of make its way and hover closer to this cabinet.
I look at the ball of light and I try to touch it.
As it goes to touch you, it just gingerly dodges away from your finger.
I try to grab it again.
I'm sorry, I disassociated. What were you grabbing for, Hoshi? Ooh.
The light again.
All right, you grab the watering can.
No, the light again.
Oh, you grabbing the light again?
Mm-hmm.
It zips a little faster, spins around behind your head for a second, and then just manages to fall up a little higher.
Huh. I open up the cabinet now.
Right. Yeah, you see, it contains folded dresses of various, styles, and most of them are like not necessarily as close to what like the dress she was wearing, but a lot of them have like green stains on them from algae. Very messy looking. Lots of fringes on them with. It's a lot. Just a lot of different dresses that are in there.
Nope. And she walks over towards the chest. And she grabs her hammer to slam onto a lock.
All right.
And
Let me
boom.
just check.
Ah.
I guess go ahead and make an attack roll.
It did.
Was a 9.
A 9 misses.
And I swing again.
Natural 1. Unfortunate.
She's going to try again. She's starting to get more pissed off now. 10?
As the light at this point makes its way down and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" And roll for damage.
Four.
Or hey, that's not very nice to smash the lock. And as we'll resolve initiative next time, but as the will-o-wisp turns a shade of red as you're going to smash the lock, that's where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a good one, guys.
Bad.
All right. Well, as usual, Caitlin, why don't you start telling people where they can find you as I look for somebody for raid?
Hello, I'm Caitlin C37. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter and Blue Sky and all that yada yada. Caitlin C37. Commissions are open, so if you want any paintings, you can find my stuff there. Down the line again, Deluna.
Hello, my name is Dylan13. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Dylan1 or Twitch and YouTube at Dylan13. Twitter at Dylan1338. Still never gonna call it X. You can't force me to. Tomorrow you'll find me on Draco's channel along with Chaco and Hoshi for our Barovia Nightmares session. Let's see. Next Tuesday you'll find me on Draco's channel as well for the next thing of Kingdom Hearts 3. Guys, we did it. We got all the treasures that we're allowed to get pre the final world. So yeah, like we're in the end game now. Now it's time for the last arc of this game. And I'm But I'm going to put this out there for Fate to decide. What's going to come first? Draco finishing Kingdom Hearts 3 or the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 being put out?
I think it's going to be me finishing 3. I don't think they're getting another trailer out anytime soon.
I had to put it out there. You never know. I could be proved wrong tomorrow.
That
That'd
would
be
be
amazing.
wild.
Anyway, speaking of Draco, you're up.
Hey everyone, you can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky and Twitch and YouTube as Draco Magnus at DMagnus, Draco_Magnus. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays. Like I said earlier, you can catch me for Dragon Quest Treasures on Monday. Tuesday, when we're not here, we're doing Kingdom Hearts 3, like Luna said, finishing everything up there. Or, well, not everything. We're definitely getting the main plot done, probably. Or getting close to it. Wednesdays, you can catch myself, and DeLuna, and Royal Hoshi, and Chaco, and Rod and Rod, and Onyx Locket, as they go through Barovian Odyssey. Hope to see you there. Our heroes are going to be setting out to Barovia proper, and whatever horrors they'll find along the way. Thursdays... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say we also have to bury a guy.
True, they gotta bury a guy. Not their fault, I assure you.
For once, it wasn't.
This time. Don't worry, I'm the cleric.
It was
I
only the
have a-
Burgermeister.
Yeah. It's only the Burger Man.
Burger,
Yeah,
Master
the song
Burger.
Thursday.
Ow. Keep going at it.
Thursdays, we have our party games and occasionally Baldur's Gate 3. And Friday, we're going to be finishing up Phantom Hourglass. So that's all for me. Hoshi, go.
Hi, I'm Royal Hoshi. You can find me here on Twitter, Blue Sky, and on YouTube as Royal Hoshi. You can find me here every other Tuesday, and you also find me on Draco's channel on Wednesday and Thursdays. Chaco, go.
Hi, I'm Chocolate Zombie 101, aka Choco. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Blue Sky, and Ko-Fi as some form of Chocolate Zombie 101. You can find me here every other Tuesday for this campaign. I'm playing Vesca. You can find me on also on Tuesdays or earlier on Tuesdays. You can find me on twitch.tv/twitchperson for Power Rangers Cyber Strike, where I play our Red Ranger. And on Wednesdays, you can find me on Draco's channel for Barovian Odyssey, our Curse of Strahd game.
No, that just leaves you.
Yep. By process of elimination, I just realized. Hello, I'm Mill Ninja. On the Burning Mark site, you can find me at Mill Ninja Nerd, Twitch and Blue Sky. Fetch me at Mill Ninja. Coming soon, guys. I can't believe I said this, but I'm actually diving headfirst into a Hoyo game, mainly Senless Zone Zero. I have to start streaming that just because of all the fun I've been having with it, but I've also got other stuff kind of lined up in the works. But aside from that, you can also catch me every other Tuesday night opposite with twitch.tv/Jake, where we go through Adosian anthologies, Legacy of the Deal Breakers Volume 2, where the party has finally found themselves to a glade in the forest in an effort to try and help out a knight that might have been corrupted and other chicanery that's going on here. We ran into an elephant gal. She's being accosted by dogs, but they're dogs of unusual size and make. So tune in next week as we go to put down these hellish looking dogs. That's it for me. Vaughn, take us home.
Okay. Oh, well, we got raided by the person who I was going to raid, so I'm going to have to think about that real quick. So give me a second here. Thank you, Brawl Kaiser. Yeah,
Bromad's live if you want to read him.
Probably, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Bromad, you've got Beowulf, Kazka, MG McFly.
I think I'll stick with
one of
I'll stick
Draco's friends.
Yeah, I'll stick with Bromat.
Okay.
Thanks. But hey, you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Blue Sky at Burnout Vaughn, and on Patreon, Burnout's Bar. There will be content there for you if you like D&D subclasses very soon. Aside from that, this week we have only 2 streams because no Save by the Spell. We have Those Who Wander on Sunday, but there's also something for when we're not streaming this game. Because now, on our bi-weekly Tuesday cycle, coming up next will be the 3rd series of Pack Tactics. All Warlocks, all the time. We don't know what's going to happen. CG is going to mess with us. And now it's time for us to start rating Bromad. But also, Draco, you got quote of the night for Dom for... Oh, shit. No. So what should our raid message be?
So will that be the will oh shit be our raid message?
Yeah.
That'd be even funnier
I-
than, or because it's like no context.
Yeah. I mean, my idea was going to be to the window, to the yawn.
All right,
That's good,
we'll go with oh
the
shit because it's
window.
easier to type. We will see you all again in 2 weeks. Thank you all for coming out. We love you. Bye bye.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.